Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into Target for just one thing and somehow walked out with a cart full of candles, snacks, a new throw blanket, and a receipt that makes you question your life choices? That's not an accident. Target has mastered the art of making you feel like you're getting a great deal, while quietly convincing you to spend way more than you planned. It's comfortable, it's pretty, it smells nice, the music is calm, the carts are big, and before you know it, you've turned a $10 trip into a $100 one. In this video, I'm going to show you how Target actually gets you to spend more, the things you should almost never buy there, the categories where Target can genuinely save you money, and a simple game plan you can use so you never walk out of that red and white bullseye wondering, what just happened to my budget? So don't shop at Target again the same way you used to. At least, not until you watch this video all the way through. This is Frugal Finds for You, where we help you save money, avoid sneaky traps at your favorite stores, and stretch every dollar a little further. If that sounds like something you need in your life, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss future videos. Alright, let's talk about Target. The Target effect, why Target makes you spend more. There's a reason people joke and call it Target. Target is designed to feel just a little bit fancy compared to other big box stores. The lighting is softer, the aisles are cleaner, the decor is trendy, the color red is energizing and exciting, and the whole experience makes you feel like you're treating yourself without going to an expensive mall. But here's the problem. That feeling can trick you into thinking that because you're not at a high-end store, you're automatically being responsible with your money. You feel like you're being good, even if your total keeps creeping higher and higher every time you go. Target wants you to relax. It wants you to slow down, wander the aisles, sip your Starbucks, and discover things you didn't even know you needed. It's not just about low prices, it's about carefully curated temptation. And when you combine that with cute packaging and well-designed displays, you end up saying yes to things you would normally walk right past in a different store. So the first mindset shift is this. Target is not just a store, it's an experience that's designed to separate you from your money as gently and pleasantly as possible. Once you understand that, you can enjoy the experience without losing control of your budget. In a second, I'm going to break down some of the specific things you should almost never buy at Target. But first, think about your last trip. How many items did you plan on buying? And how many ended up in your cart anyway? Things you should seldom buy at Target. Let's start with the tough part. There are certain categories at Target where you are paying for the vibe, not the value. You can absolutely shop there if you want, but from a frugal point of view, these are the areas where you should slow down. First, full-price home decor. Target's decor game is strong. The throw pillows, the vases, the fake plants, the candles, the wall art. It all looks like something off Pinterest. But those cute little pieces add up fast, and a lot of the time, you can find very similar items for less at discount stores, home outlets, or even online. If you are buying decor at Target, try to stick to clearance sections or specific pieces you've thought about for a while, not just whatever looks good at the moment. Second, the infamous dollar spot or bullseye's playground. Those little bins at the front of the store are dangerous. You see $3 and $5 price tags and it feels harmless. But those, just a few cute things, often end up being clutter that doesn't really serve a purpose. They're designed to grab you when your guard is down, right when you walk in. If you love that section, at least give yourself a rule, like only buying one item or only buying things you've actually needed before and know you'll use. Third, single-serve snacks and drinks. Target often has a ton of grab-and-go options near the front, in the Starbucks area, or near checkout. These are almost always more expensive per ounce than buying a bigger pack. And when you pair them with that "I deserve it" feeling that Target creates, you can easily tack on an extra $10 or $15 without realizing it. If you know you or your kids get hungry, plan and bring snacks or buy in bulk instead of relying on those last-minute grabs. Fourth, full-price clothing basics. Target has cute clothes, no question. But for basic tees, leggings, socks, underwear, and kids' play clothes, full price at Target is not always the best value, especially with kids who stain and outgrow things fast. You can often get similar quality for less at discount retailers or during specific sales at other stores. If you like Target fashion, try to time your purchases around clearance or promotions, not random impulse buys on a regular Tuesday. 5th, brand name cleaning supplies and toiletries at regular price. Target is convenient, and it's easy to throw your favorite detergent, paper towels, and shampoo into the cart while you're there. But a lot of the big-name brands can be cheaper at warehouse clubs, dollar stores, or even at competing grocery chains when they're on sale. At Target, you're often paying for the convenience of one-stop shopping, not the best possible price. Again, I'm not saying you can never buy these things at Target, but from now on, I want you to pause before you put them in your cart. Ask yourself, is this the best place to buy this? Or is it just the place that makes it easiest to say yes? Coming up, we're going to talk about how Target's layout and design quietly guide you to spend more and how you can flip that script. But real quick, if this is already opening your eyes a little bit, take a second to subscribe to Frugal Finds for you. I've done similar breakdowns for other stores, and I've got more coming that will save you money before you even leave your driveway. How Target's layout guides your wallet. Now let's talk about how Target uses its layout to steer you, very gently, in the direction of spending more. When you first walk in, you're usually greeted by two things: the dollar spot and either the women's clothing or home section. That's intentional. You're not walking straight into paper towels and dog food. You're walking into color, style, and treat yourself energy. It sets the tone for the rest of your trip. If your store has a Starbucks near the entrance, that's another layer. You grab a drink, and suddenly, you're not just running errands. You're on a little outing. You move more slowly, you browse more, and you're more open to discovering new products. That's great for your mood, but it's also great for Target's bottom line. Then there are the end caps. Those displays at the ends of aisles. Some of them have genuine clearance deals, but many are filled with regular priced or softly discounted items dressed up with big signs and nice lighting to make them feel special. They're designed to catch your eye as you cross from one area to another, interrupting your plan and offering you new temptations. The aisles themselves are carefully organized. High-margin items are often placed at eye level. Cheaper alternatives might be on the very top or bottom shelves. The most profitable or trendy products are put in the easiest place to grab without bending or stretching. If you only ever look straight ahead, you're giving your money to the products that make Target the most profit. Even the way departments are arranged matters. Groceries can be tucked toward the back or along long paths that take you past clothing, home goods, and beauty products. You came in for milk, but now you've passed 6 different categories where you could just grab one thing. Once you know this, you can start to move differently. You can walk through Target with intention instead of on autopilot. Next, I'm going to flip this whole thing on its head and show you what Target actually does well and what you should be buying there so you can still enjoy the store without wrecking your budget. What you should actually buy at Target is not all bad news. There are definitely areas where shopping there can make sense if you're smart about it. One of the biggest advantages is store brand items. Target's own brands, especially for pantry staples and household basics, can offer solid value compared to the big-name brands. Things like canned goods, certain snacks, basic ingredients, and some household items can be more affordable in the store brand version while still giving you good quality. The key is to check the unit price and not just assume brand name equals better. Another area where Target can shine is clearance, especially at the right time. Many Target stores have clearance end caps in different departments: toys, home, clothing, and even groceries. If you train yourself to look for those small clearance sections instead of only the front displays, you can sometimes find genuinely good deals on items you were already planning to buy. Seasonal clearance is another win. While you generally want to avoid buying seasonal items at full price, Target often marks down seasonal decor, gift sets, and holiday items after the holiday passes. If you can plan for next year and don't mind buying out of season, you can snag deep discounts on wrapping paper, ornaments, decor, and other items. Target can also be a reasonable place for certain kids' clothing and basics when they are on sale or clearance. If you're combining a coupon, a sale, or some reward program with already lower-priced basics, you may find a sweet spot where the convenience and the price actually line up. And if your store offers order pickup or drive up, that can be a secret weapon. Not because the prices change, but because shopping through the app makes you think more carefully. You see your total before you hit checkout. You're less likely to grab random things just because you walked past them. You can delete items with one tap instead of awkwardly putting something back on a shelf. This is how you make Target work for you instead of against you. You focus on value in store brands, you use clearance wisely, and you use technology to help control temptation instead of letting it control you. If you're liking this strategy approach, and not just don't ever shop here again fear tactics, make sure you're subscribed to Frugal Finds for You. I'm building a whole library of videos where we break down different stores so you can shop like a pro anywhere you go. Target's psychology, tricks, and how to disarm them now. Let's zoom in on the psychological side, because this is where a lot of your money quietly disappears. Target makes heavy use of small splurges. The store is full of $5, $10, and $15 items that feel harmless on their own. A cute mug, a candle, a new notebook, a fun t-shirt, and a decorative basket. The prices are low enough that you don't feel like you're doing damage, but when you buy several of those items every visit, they add up fast. There's also a subtle sense of deservedness that comes from shopping there. The environment feels nice, so you feel like you deserve something nice. And honestly, you do deserve nice things. But nice things don't always have to cost more than you can afford. The problem isn't the occasional treat. It's when the treat becomes a habit. Every single trip. Target also plays with scarcity and newness. Limited time collaborations, special collections, stylish new lines. All of that makes you feel like if you don't buy this item now, it will be gone forever. That fear of missing out pushes you into faster decisions than you would make in a more boring shopping environment. And finally, time of day and mood matter. A lot of people hit Target when they're stressed, tired, or looking for a little escape. You've had a long day, and Target becomes a mini vacation. When you're in that mindset, your guard is down and your cart fills up. The way to disarm all of this is not to go to Target. It's time to start paying attention. Ask yourself, if this store looked less cute, would I still want this item? If I saw this same thing in a plain warehouse, would I still buy it? If the answer is no, it might be the environment talking, not you. A new way to shop Target intentionally. So, how do you actually shop at Target in a way that feels good and still respects your budget? First, always go in with a list. Not a vibe, not, I'll see what I find. A real, written list of what you actually need. If something tempts you that's not on the list, you can either add it intentionally or you can leave it for another trip. The point is to make it a conscious decision, not an automatic grab. Second, give yourself a fun budget. If you know Target is your happy place, build that into the plan. Maybe you give yourself $10 or $15 each trip for something fun. Once you hit that limit, you're done. That way, you still get to enjoy the store, but there's a boundary that keeps your total from exploding. Third, practice the cart review before checkout. Before you get in line, pull your cart to the side and look at every single item. Ask, did I plan to buy this? Do I really need this? Will I still care about this next week? Take out the things that don't pass the test. It might feel awkward at first, but that 30 seconds of honesty can save you a lot of money. Fourth, compare alternatives for your regular purchases. If there are a few things you buy every month, like your favorite detergent, a certain cereal, or household items, take some time once to compare prices with other stores or online. You don't have to do this for everything, just start with your top 5 or 10 most common purchases. Once you know where those are cheapest, you can build that into your routine. Fifth, if you're using the app or shopping online for pickup, use it to your advantage. Before you place your order, scan the cart and remove anything that feels like a maybe. You can always add it next time. Every maybe you delete is money that stays in your pocket. Most importantly, remember that Target is not going to change for you. The store will always be designed to get you to spend more. The change has to come from you and how you walk through those doors. Final warning. So here's the bottom line. Don't shop at Target again the way you used to. Don't walk in thinking everything is automatically a good deal just because the store feels nice. Don't let the dollar spot, the cute decor, and the trendy displays convince you to buy things you didn't plan and don't really need. Don't let a $5 moment turn into a $50 habit. Instead, walk in with a plan. Know what Target does well and what it doesn't. Use the store brands and clearance to your advantage. Be honest about your weak spots. Give yourself a fun budget if you need to. And remember that every little purchase is still real money that either moves you closer to your goals or farther away from them. If this video helped you see Target differently, let me know in the comments. Tell me what your biggest weakness is at Target. Is it the candles, the home decor, the clothing, the snacks, the kids section? I read the comments, and your answers help me decide which store to break down next and what secrets to expose. And if you haven't done it yet, now is the perfect time to subscribe to Frugal Finds for You. I've already covered other major stores, and I've got more deep dives coming on the places you shop every week. The goal is simple: help you keep more of your hard-earned money without feeling like you're missing out. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Be smart, be intentional, and don't let that red bullseye take more out of your wallet than it needs to. I'll see you in the next video.